Listen, let's play a little game. I bet that you think you can look at somebody and in a split second instantly tell everything about them. Listen, there's a word for that. It's called prejudiced. All right, you and you from each corner, get your asses up here. What's your name?
Natasha.
Natasha? What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua. All right. So, are you guys good at evaluating people based on their appearance?
I think so.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll show you guys a clip for a few seconds, then I'll ask you a simple question about that person. Whoever gets the most questions right will win something and probably should become an airport screener, but you're the wrong color and you aren't. All right, let's start with Natasha. Here's a clip. Take a really good look at this guy.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what you're doing out here today?
Well, I'm from Mobile, Alabama. Hit them with a toe, then take the bread off them. I'm all about my money. I'm stacking book for days. You ain't talk about money, we ain't on the same page.
Have you ever been to jail?
Take it easy. Okay, Natasha, nice, clean-cut African-American guy who likes to rap. The question is, jail, not to jail?
Not to jail.
No, not to jail.
His rap was too innocent.
Oh. Okay, Lisa, hang on. Let's take a look.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I've been to jail.
You see, what the problem is, young lady, is you're not prejudiced enough. Okay, Joshua, your turn. Pay attention here.
And you are of Filipina descent?
Yes.
Have you ever given a happy ending?
Okay. All right. Joshua, cute Filipina girl. The question to you, my brother. Happy ending, not a happy ending. Hey, wait a minute. This ain't Price is Right. Shut your ass up. Go ahead.
I want to say yeah, but no. No happy ending.
You want to say yes, but you say no. All right, let's take a look.
No, I haven't.
That's a sad ending. Okay. Your turn again. Okay, take a good look at this person.
So your nickname's Madonna Mike.
Madonna Mike. That's right. I'm all about the material girl.
Have you ever used the N-word?
Hey. Wait a minute. You heard it right. You heard it right. All right, Natasha, use the N-word, not use the N-word.
Use the N-word.
Yes, use the N-word.
Look at his face.
Look at his face. All right. All right, roll it.
Of course. I have. And because they're stupid, ignorant people. That's what they are.
Apparently he don't mind black teeth, but he minds black people. All right. Okay, Joshua, your turn. Let's meet someone else.
How are you today?
I'm doing good so far. Can't complain.
Do you pay for your cable TV?
Not you. Okay, Joshua, Latino guy, pay for cable, not pay for cable. And don't let me stand in here influence you.
Not with that hat on, no.
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 Not with that hat. All right, let's take a look.
Yeah. Because where I live, I have a direct TV, so everything's legal in my house.
He has cable, but he would cough into his own hand. Okay. Listen, at Staples Center, it's a Laker jersey. Outside of the Staples Center, it's a pretty wife beater. Okay, here's the next one for both of you, okay?
Do you have a small penis?
Not you. Not you. Not you, that guy. Asian man, small penis, not a small penis.
Small penis.
No, he has a big one.
But you know what? You're voting with your heart, man. You know, I appreciate it. All right, let's take a look.
Yes.
All right. Another unhappy ending. Okay, Natasha, you win. You get dinner for two at Bossa Nova. All right? And you get, this is bullet wound, no bullet wound. You get dinner for two at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Coming up on Lopez tonight, Kourtney Kardashian denies pregnancy rumors.
But I'm not pregnant.
You see? My favorite sisters are back for another season of their hit reality show, and this time they are taking over New York City. Please welcome back to Lopez tonight, one of the golden tickets, Kourtney Kardashian. That's hot. You look hot.
Thank you.
That's like a retro look.
This is like bringing it back to the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's unfortunate? I was alive and you weren't even born.
79.
You were born in 79? Yeah, you know, I was 31. So congratulations on the new show in New York. It's doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
New York was amazing.
Were you nervous did you think that it wouldn't work?
No.
No.
It's New York City. It's like such an amazing place. There's so much to do, and we had such a good time.
Absolutely.
And I think people love, I don't know, like we really enjoyed ourselves. I think people can sense that.
You guys are very New York because you're honest, you're a close family, you use profanity a lot, and in the second episode, fists are already flying in the second.
That second episode was so crazy. I watched it with Scott and my mom and Bruce and some friends, and my mom and Bruce don't see the footage.
Right.
They weren't there. They didn't know what happened, so they were like, wow. You know, when they were watching it, I was like, just wait.
And the episode started with Kim and W Magazine and her not happy with the pictures. But speaking for men all over the United States, I think we were all happy with the pictures.
You know what? And Kim actually was happy with them after the fact. I think there was just a lot of drama to get her to the point of being happy.
Right. Now, what happened at the club? Like you went to the restroom and came back.
Yeah, so I went to the restroom, everything was fine, and I come back and I see Scott being dragged out of the club by security guys, and he's screaming at people with pointing his finger, and I had no idea what happened, so instantly I was like, here we go again.
Yeah.
And then, I learned that, and then especially, it's cool that I got to see footage, like now I know Chloe and Kim and Scott were all telling the truth because I get to see it of this, girl and guy that kind of started a fight with Kim. And
Kim
Scott
was being very nice. Can I take a picture with the guy? Then the girl came over.
The girl came over, called Kim some not nice words, and, Scott defended Kim, which I think was... I'm glad that I would have done that.
Right.
That's the kind of family that we are. If someone was doing that, that's what I would have wanted him to do.
Here's why I think you guys are Armenian and a slight dash of Latino. Because he was actually helping your sister and you didn't believe him.
No. Because of all the drama in the past, I was like, come on. I know you can get a little wild, I just... wasn't buying it, but then everyone convinced me.
Yes, he was being a good guy. Do you know the last time you were here and we mentioned Scott's name, the audience booed him?
They did. The whole audience booed, and Kim and I were like, come on, that's not what we want. Just because you think that's what we want to hear, that's not what we want to hear.
Well, let's take another survey. What do you guys think of Scott now?
Thank you.
And how are you guys right now? Good?
We're good. Yeah, we're good. It's always, you know, we've been really good. He's really been working on himself. We go to therapy. I recommend it to all. And
is there
yeah.
anything you say that comes up later on? Like if you said, oh, I didn't know that, and when you guys fight, like they use therapy things?
Wait, what?
Like if he's being honest,
Yeah.
and in therapy you're supposed to be like under an honesty tree.
Yeah.
And then at night, do you throw stuff back at him like, hey, I didn't know that? And
No.
No?
No. Is that, are you speaking from experience?
I'm speaking for myself. Okay, so we talked before. On
Yeah.
Twitter, what did they say? They said that Kim was the what? The beautiful?
Oh, a second ago. No, someone just Twittered me when I was backstage. So Kim's the hot, I don't want to give this person attention, so it's annoying to even talk about, but they're like, so Kim's the hot one, Chloe's the smart one, so which one are you? Or some, but trying to like talk some stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm like, honey, but
I
no,
think
but,
you are the hot and beautiful and intelligent one.
Thank you. But it's just funny because it's like we're sisters. It's not a contest. I love that Kim's beautiful. I love that Chloe's funny. Chloe's beautiful. Kim's funny. Like, it's not a contest.
But how would you describe yourself? What do you?
All of the above, honey.
Oh, yes. You know, I'm looking at you, and it's a little bit retro. You look so hot, almost like an Armenian Farrah Fawcett from the 70s.
Thank you.
Is that a compliment?
I have no idea, but I am just going to take it and run with it.
Like a Wonder Woman, like, you know, like
Wonder Woman's a compliment.
Like if you had a rope. Anyways, who takes longer to get ready in the morning, Scott or you?
Definitely Scott. Like the other day we were ready to go out the door and he's like, wait, I haven't done my hair yet. And he runs back inside and he has to do his hair. And I'm like, what are you doing to your hair? And he's like, does it look like my hair is done? And I'm like, does it look any different ever? Like it always looks the same. So definitely Scott.
He's a little bit antagonistic even when he says hello.
Like, what do you mean?
Like he walked into the hotel room in the episode and he goes, oh, so this is the big room. Like that.
Yeah.
You know who he reminds me of? The bad kid in Karate Kid, the bad guy in Karate Kid. Doesn't he?
He loves to annoy. Like, I think he's like the aggravator. Like, he like loves it.
I think he does love it. Let me ask you this. Who would win in a fight? Scott or Ryan Seacrest?
Oh, come on. It's no contest.
Scott?
No, they're actually both pretty boys. Like, they're both pretty boys. But I don't think either of them... Well, you saw Scott fight, actually.
I did.
I think Scott.
I saw him throw down, yes.
I think Scott.
But also when they picked him up, his feet were off the ground and they were going like that. Like, hey, let me out of here.
Did you practice that move?
No, that was... Okay, so in New York City, everybody's packed together, and you rode the subway. Have you been on the subway before?
I was on the subway once in my life, and I've had 3 anxiety attacks in my entire life. One of them was on the subway, because it was the Subway series, Mets and Yankee fans going crazy. I was like smushed in. I think I have a claustrophobia problem, so I thought I was going to be trampled and killed. But I said, you know what, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We're in New York City. Let's go on the subway. What have we got to lose?
And your life? How did you enjoy it this time?
It was actually really fun this time, and Kim and I, we were like chit-chatting with the people, like making friends. We were like, have you ever been robbed? And we're like, do you ever rob people? Like, just like...
Oh, normal conversation for New York.
Normal convo, exactly.
Did you buy a token and do the normal?
Kim bought a little card or something, like a pass, and we went through together like it was one. So I think we like snuck in a free ride.
You and Kim went through the turnstile together as one.
Yes.
I think it would almost be as 3. You, Kim, and Papay. We're going to come back with more Kourtney Kardashian. We'll be right back. Kardashian. That was a clip from Sunday's Kourtney and Kim Take New York. Did he buy the car?
He did. And I love how there was like all these paparazzi around, so I had to be like, I wanted to be like, but I had to be like, so, did he buy the car? You know, it was crazy, but.
Were you pissed off to that smile?
Yeah. Well, I was like, who does that? Like we're like raising a family together and you don't just go do that kind of purchase without running it by me.
True. That's true, right?
Like we have a kid to save money for college and, you know,
Yeah.
responsibilities.
So you were smiling and you wanted to...
Yeah. That was such something that my mom would do. It's like ridiculous that I even did that.
Did you want to cuss?
Of course. I probably did. I was probably like,
Can you smile and say you at the same time?
you. Is that good?
Yeah. I felt it right here. Now Mason is not, he's not on the show.
He's not on the show. New York was hectic, and I'm glad that we made that decision. It just, I don't know. Scott and I both felt like it was just the thing to be made. There was tons of paparazzi at all times. Just better.
Yeah, and it's hard because how old is he? A year, 13 months?
He's 13 months.
Yeah, so he's over all those things. Like he's over the breastfeeding.
I'm still breastfeeding. At 13 months, and it's so funny because last night I was sitting with my sister Kylie, who's 13, and she was like, we were talking about breastfeeding because we were getting our nails done, and the girl was like, how old's Mason now, 6 months? And I was like, no, he's 13 months, and she was like, and you're still breastfeeding? Everyone always says that. So Kylie was telling me a story about these people that live like in the middle of nowhere. They have no food, so they're still breastfeeding, and they're like 15 years old. And at first I was like, that is so sweet. And I was like, how sweet, like 15. And then I was like, wait, 15? Like I hated my mom at 15. Like if you're like, your mom's like, you're grounded. And you're like, I'm hungry, come back here. Like, I was like, that is crazy.
So almost like they're trying to have like a booby intervention with you, right?
Yeah.
To get you to wean you
off.
Exactly. So here's what I think. When Mason is older, if he's still breastfeeding now, Kourtney, and he gets older and he's like 13, you can't get mad at him for drinking milk from the container. Because you're planting those seeds.
Okay.
He'll never use a glass. He'll just be straight from the container.
Thank you for that tip.
In the Kardashian, in the Kardashian babysitting lineup, who's the best babysitter? Who's the worst?
Bruce is the best. He's the only one that I'll leave Mason and not worry about it. Like I won't be calling 100 times because he'll do things and then we'll take him to the car wash. He'll be like, Mason's my buddy. We're gonna go look at the ducks and feed them, and like he does things with him.
Yes, that's nice.
Kendall and Kylie are second. They're equal.
Yeah.
Chloe is next.
And the worst would be
Kris Jenner is next. Then Kim. Because Kim is just like, come on, say Kim. Say Kim. And then Kim's like, take a picture. Let's take a picture. Say Kim. Okay, I'm leaving. I gotta go. And then she leaves. So Kim's the least one.
Congratulations on the show. Everything you guys do is great and really entertaining. And the book,
Thank you.
The Kardashian Confidential, is in its second printing and very exciting because there's a new take on it. And it is...
oh my God. Cooper is back.
I love that you were here, and I love that you came by yourself because we really got a chance to get to know her, right? Kourtney! Kourtney and Kim Take New York airs Sunday at 10 on E! Kourtney Kardashian, everyone. We'll be right back. Most people in this country, I don't know if you'd agree, but most people, some people are overweight and some people are out of shape, yet everybody, everywhere thinks that they can dance.
Hey, I dance, and I didn't think I could have danced before, so.
Really? Yes. See, and you were fantastic. And the one thing that we like to do on this show is encourage people to be delusional. So we've been soliciting videos online and getting them in, and people that want to be George Lopez or G-Lo dancers.
G-Lo.
And tonight we're going to pick 2 more with Joanna's help, and they're going to be on the show, okay?
Woo!
So let's go to some video. Let's go to contestant number 1, Jessica from Pueblo, Colorado.
Great rhythm, or she can't take her jacket off. It's one of the two.
That's like Dora on the hardwood flora. Was she dancing or what is that?
I mean, kind of like, is it kind of like the robotic? Is that what that would be called?
The robotic, yes, it's a fantastic
maybe
dance.
Maybe a little bit. So I didn't see much hip movements, but hey, she seems to have rhythm a little bit.
We'll keep her on. Okay. Contestant number 2, Joseph from Los Angeles, California.
Man, he's definitely using his curves and batting, that's for sure. I like him. He got some rhythm.
You like that?
The guy can't move, and I mean, he definitely has extra curvage, and he definitely uses it.
He's got extra
To his
curvage.
advantage, that's for sure.
And usually black is slimming, not in that case. Like a white rerun.
That's cute.
All right. Dancer number 3, Cindy from San Bernardino, California.
Hey, you know, that's another form of dancing. I mean, I've never tried belly dancing, but it seems like her belly light a little bit. Like it should be a little covered, but besides that, no, she has rhythm as well.
She's almost like a Mortal Kombat.
Like a character.
Did you see the person from the other room peeking? Like, what the
like,
hell?
what's going on there?
All right, next, Crystal from Long Beach, California.
It's like break dancing, I think. I mean, my dancing, I'm usually used to dancing on 2 feet, not with my hands. So I don't know. That's an interesting type of dancing, but I guess.
You know what's funny is that
break dancing? Is that what it's called, right?
Break dancing. What's funny is that the show's only been on 3 weeks. That footage looked like it was shot in 1965. It's like the white girl from that movie Breaking, which you'll have to Google to find out. Okay, and our final contestant is Yolanda from Spartanburg, South Carolina. That's what I'm talking about.
Sorry for the baby, because he's probably getting seasick right now with all that hip movements.
You know what? I didn't think that deleted scenes from Precious were out yet. You know what? You want to see it again?
Yeah, let's see it again. She obviously knew how to move her hips, because it got her into a little trouble, so.
But you know, I'm not sure if that was a belly button or a bullet wound that she had. All right. You've seen all of the contestants, Joanna, please. Which 2 do you think should be my next dancers?
The guy, I really like the guy.
2 and 5?
Huh? 2 and 5. 2 and 5 or 1 and 2?
All right. No.
What do you think? 2 and 5? Okay.
All right.
Make it fun.
She picked 2 and 5. Yes. Congratulations to our winners. They will be here later this week. And my thanks. Give a nice round of applause to my girl, Joanna Krupa.
Benny. Gina, the only thing I like better than working next to you for 30 years is eating next to you for 30 years. Don't you usually coil yourself around that and wait for it to die?
Thank you, Gina.
For what?
For servicing our troops during the Civil War.
Hey, Benny, I was looking for you.
Yeah.
You got a call from Manny Lopez?
Manny called me?
Hey, your baby's daddy finally got that carton of cigarettes and he's on his way back. Hey, Benny, it must be nice to have a 3-hour lunch break. I wish my son were the manager.
Oh, have you got a son? I just thought a chunk of ugly fell off you.
My worst enemy.
Yeah, no, I don't have to.
I'm really sorry about your vacation, Gina.
Oh, yeah, well, my daughter will probably get married again anyway. Oh, George, does Betty need help going to the bathroom, taking a shower? Is it humiliating?
You know, I don't know why you two hate each other so much. Someday you could run hell together.
Hey, what you having for lunch?
So, turkey sandwich?
Yeah, I got ham. So, big plans for the weekend?
Nah, I'm not doing anything special.
No, me either. Ever been with a woman without a thumb?
No, I haven't.
You know, when you lose your thumb, other parts of your body compensate.
No, they don't.
George, I need some personal days next week. I'm not going to tell you what they're for. I just need them off.
Take him.
It's a very, very private matter.
Please don't tell me.
It involves lasers.
Gina, if you tell me, you're fired.
What if I just point to it?
Go!
So, your mom's really tying the knot, huh? Where's she registered? The Museum of Natural History?
That's a horrible thing to say, Gina. Oh, but that's gonna get a huge laugh at the reception. Hey, Ernie, you still coming to Randy's bachelor party?
Oh, I don't know, George. Those things are usually crude and disgusting. If they're planned right.
Well, don't get your hopes up. Randy's serious about me keeping it clean.
Well, then you gotta make it funny. Get him like an old lady stripper, you know, as a joke.
That's a joke he's gonna see every night with my mom. But you know what? I like it.
Yeah, now all we gotta do is find an older woman willing to take her clothes off.
I'll do it.
Oh, no, Gina, are you sure you want the guys from work to see you that way?
Hey, I work out 2 hours a day. I do yoga. I didn't spend $7 grand on laser surgery not to trot it out every once in a while.
I don't know, Gina. I mean, I'm your manager. Aren't we crossing some kind of line here?
Oh, look, more. I'll do boots, bikini, and pasties.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll call you with the details.
Hey, George, about the bachelor party tonight. I need $80 to pay for the cake I'm coming out of.
A cake? Isn't that a little old-fashioned?
Oh, trust me. Once I pop out of that cake, it's gonna be boom, shaka, 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 boom, boom.
Okay. Do the cake, all right? But remember, Randy's a nice guy. So nothing too extreme.
So no toys.
No.
Heck of a party last night, George.
Well, I'm glad you had fun.
Well, I had fun, all right. I took the party home with me. I met a lady.
Congratulations. Don't need to hear any more.
Yeah. I had a lot to drink. I don't remember all the details, like her name or what she looked like or why there's a clump of hair missing from my back.
Please stop.
You left us in my car. Stallion. I'm sorry about what Randy did to you. That's low.
Go ahead. Take your best shot.
No, I mean it. I'm sorry. Men suck.
Hey, amen to that.
They take what they want, and then they just throw you away. Well, I got no use for them.
Please. If my shower massager could mow the lawn, I would never talk to another man again.
All this time, I thought you were screaming in there because the water was cold.
You know what would make this world a better place? As soon as the doctor says it's a boy, you should smother it.
Sometimes you get a big enough pillow.
I'm gonna step away so that you ladies can speak freely.
You know what? I am done with men forever.
Me too.
I'm not even gonna miss them.
Me either.
To be honest, I'm gonna miss the sex.
You don't need a man to have sex.
I am sticking with the shower.
Me too.
Hey, listen, Benny, Gina. I heard you talking, and I just wanted you to know we're not all bad. So how about I buy the next round?
Save it, Bob. We both know you came over here because you saw a couple of drunk, vulnerable foxes you want to get in the sack.
Yeah.
No, I swear on my mother's life. She's about your age. That never crossed my mind.
Listen, Bob, why don't you act like your hair and disappear?
Sorry, what were you saying?
How can I help you?
I would like a cheeseburger. Oh, sorry, I was ordering into the wrong big clown head.
We'll take 10 cheeseburgers.
You like a french fry?
Sorry?
French fry! French fry!
These aren't my friends, and not one of them is fine.
French fry! Papa frita!
All right, who wants French fries?
I say you have to get a bunch because the ladies will be really unhappy. You don't have to.
All right, 9 French fries and 1 chocolate shake. Guess.
Now, hold on a second. What kind of fountain drinks do you have?
Excuse me?
Fountain drinks. What kind of fountain drinks do you have?
1 minute, please. Beto, ¿qué es fountain drink? ¿Me está diciendo que fountain drink qué? ¿Qué es fountain drink? ¿Es soda? Why you no say soda, stupid?
All right, just give me 9 sodas. I don't even care what they are. Sorpresa me.
Yeah, hold on. I don't feel like a burger. I'm in the mood for a little Mexican. What time do you get off?
Gina, there are some jobs even Mexicans won't do.
Shut up and drive the bus. Shut up and drive the bus. Shut up and drive the bus.
Shut up. Hey. What's that building we're driving by?
It's a library.
No, I think it's the gas company.
Damn it, Gina! Okay, my eyes are burning. Nobody light a cigarette.
I just want everyone to know that I did not sleep with George to get this.
Yeah, let's make that clear, huh?
This is a trip for 2 and I don't have anyone to take with me. Sleeping in a king-size bed is going to be awfully lonely. Without a king. a fine Aztec king.
Gina, the hotel in Reno doesn't have turn-down service, but I do. No.
Well. Mr. George Lopez. I can't say I didn't see this coming. But it's gonna be a little awkward. Your mom's here.
Gina, I'm here to see my mom.
Oh, I get it. The cat and mouse game continues. Benny! Meow.
Get my bill.
Those internet things never work out if you lie. That's why I always try to undersell myself.
How?
Well, for starters, you gotta stop with this soulmate crap. Hmm? Sometimes a gal just wants a man to be a man. She wants a pair of big, strong arms to wrap around her and sweep her off her feet.
Okay, what the hell? Let's go back to my place, Gina.
Oh, no, God, no. No, I wasn't talking about me.
Why not?
Dude, the cobra doesn't want to bite you. Walk away.
No, Gina, I want to know. Why are you turning me down?
You're not my type.
I'm a man and I have a pulse.
Well, I guess that means that I have standards. I'm as surprised as you are. So, trouble in paradise?
Gina, not really, not ever.
All I can say is if your marriage goes south and you end up on the rebound, boing, boing. Hey, George. George. I just want to say that your son is so adorable. Obviously, he gets his good looks from his papacito.
What if I told you about sexual harassment on the floor?
Okay, so I'm not on the floor. I'm on the table. Lopez party of one, your table is ready.
Gina, it's called menopause, not men-o keep going.
Hey, George, it's Friday. Who are you going to pick as Employee of the Week?
Hey, I nominate Max.
Oh. Hey, I've been working at the factory for 20 years, and I've never been Employee of the Week.
I can't make you Employee of the Week because everybody's gonna think I'm doing it just because you're my best friend.
But he's your son.
I know, I'm so proud.
So you're okay with me working at the factory?
I made you Employee of the Week, didn't I? Congratulations.
What do I win?
A night with Gina.
Man, watch the jokes, man. That's my kid.
Shouldn't a night without Gina be the prize?
All right, that's enough. Estrada with the mustache. I'm not Paul Rodriguez. I'm the guy right now. Those guys had their time. They're over. They're done. You want to see those guys, go to the Morongo Sun or go to some indie casino and you'll find them there. I'm the guy who's on TV. The wealthiest of all Latinos.
And what are you doing down here?
I came to see Howard, man. I mean, Howard is my guy. So I think enough bad stuff has happened to me in my life that they offered me a chance to be on the show.
Now, word is you're a huge fan.
The word, that's right. The word is I'm a huge fan. I just bought a new car, a Porsche, that must come with Sirius Radio, or else I wouldn't have closed the deal.
Now, what do you expect from Howard today?
I expect to make him laugh. I expect to just see Radio Mecca. You know, I did the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson in '91, but to me, this is a bigger equivalent than that. I mean, that pales in comparison to just going in there and hanging out with Howard.
George Lopez is in a new movie. He's got a TV show, too. new movie's called, I keep hearing about this movie. I don't know anything about it. The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D, opening
Yeah, it's
today.
a new.
Kids thing?
Yeah, with what's the guys from Spy Kids?
There's the guy, George Lopez. That's him.
Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, Robert Rodriguez put that together. I got that shirt that you're wearing. How you doing, George?
It's a nice one. I'm good, Howard. How are you, brother?
Pleasure to have you on.
Thank you. It's really an honor to be here. What's up, Robin?
Hey, how you doing?
You know what? I just want to say that, kiss ass right off the bat. I think that you invented reality television 10 years before everybody thought of doing reality television. When you had your television show on, and it used to come on Channel 13 in Los Angeles, that was truly reality with whores and with drunks.
Yeah, you remember that show?
Absolutely. Not only remember it, my wife has tapes of it somewhere, and I went spend an hour. You know, not only did I find some of my old porn, but I found most of her family videotapes that I told her I never saw because she wanted duplicated on DVD. I just didn't have the time to do that.
Send me some of those old tapes because
They were fantastic.
I don't own them.
They were fantastic,
I
man.
wanted to put them out on like my old Channel 9 show. I
Right,
went
it
to
would
the-
have been a great box set.
And you know, it was on right at the time, and you'd get home around 1:30, and you'd had a few drinks, and you'd go to Channel 13, and it was on. It was like the perfect, you know, instead of having a bowl of cereal, let's watch Howard and a bunch of drunks and whores
That was a
battle
hell
it
of a
out at
show.
Hollywood Squares, you know.
I don't think I could ever duplicate that show again.
That show was amazing.
You know, I would go do that again, but we'd have to not be on the radio.
Right, it'd
I
have to
couldn't
be
do
your
both.
only job.
But you know, now they find people, they audition people. I mean, you just got people right off the street, man.
Yeah,
It's
there
the
was
dude
no,
in his own
no
vomit. Hey.
pre-interviews, no auditions. Yeah.
I do kind of watch reality TV now, and I go, you know, we shouldn't have been so lazy about it. We would have had that whole market cornered.
Oh,
The worst.
from American Idol on.
I know.
The best is when you see something like Extreme Makeover where they take an ugly-ass person and they have an ugly-ass husband, and then they make the wife beautiful, then they return them back to the ugly-ass husband.
Yeah. What's he supposed to do?
Right, what's he going to do with
He's
that?
like, hey, give me back my ugly wife. This one's going to leave me. What am I going to do with her? You got a feeling, though, after they leave that reality show in about a week, they're going to revert back to being ugly. again.
Exactly.
You know,
I mean,
that's
it's all
the
that
thing.
all the staples and the stitches come out, and then they just go back to eating pie again. You know, sitting on the front porch watching cars go by.
Hey, before we get to your movie and all that stuff, because I'm sure you're excited about that, this kidney thing is wild.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, I was literally dying, and my wife decided to give me a kidney. And from the beginning, from the time, see, I was born with this congenital kind of narrowing of the ureters, and I wet the bed a lot. And instead of, you know,
Well, hold on a second. You were a bedwetter when you were a kid.
I was bedwetter when I was a
and
kid.
growing up poor, growing up in the hood. I mean, if word gets out that you're peeing the bed, it could be curtains for you,
Well,
right?
it was curtains because, you know, my grandmother made me hang the sheets out with the stain facing most of the neighbors.
Oh, dear.
Most families, when they have a bedwetter, they try to humiliate the kid into not wetting the
Absolutely.
bed.
Yeah, because they think it's just something you're too lazy to stop.
Exactly. My grandmother would say, "Why do you think you wet the bed?" And then my grandmother would say, "Because he's stupid. That's why."
Yeah, like you're an idiot.
If he would concentrate, then he wouldn't wet the bed. But you know, she'd go, "I don't know why you're going to flip the mattress. There's a bigger stain on the other side."
Great. And they'd hang it out there, and they figured if all your friends saw it, you would stop wetting the
Exactly.
bed.
And there was another kid that
you should have said to her, "Listen, you bitch, why don't you take me to
the
a doctor? Let
I
me
got
find out-"
narrowing ureters, you bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
stop
why I'm
you-
doing
I'm
it.
doing everything I can.
I'm trying to hold it in, which is even worse. That's what made me toxic. Is when you hold it in, you're just backing the urine into your kidneys.
System.
And
So-
I was toxic my whole life.
So since you were a kid, I read somewhere you had to go to the bathroom like 20 times a night. Like you had to keep getting up and
Yeah,
going to the bathroom.
it was
It was
awful.
horrible. Even through your early years of being married, all that kind of stuff.
I used everything. Fiji bottles, Arrowhead.
But did you stop wetting the bed?
Yes, I did.
Even when you were married, did you stop wetting the bed?
Occasionally, it squirted out a little bit.
So would your wife get mad at you? Would she say, "Listen, honey,
She
I love
understood.
you, but
my
you gotta-"
wife was, our bed was so big at that time. She's on the dry side, way on the other side.
Did she ever say, "Hey, wait a second, the bed's a little smelly"? Or did she ever take the sheets and hang them out the window, try to embarrass you?
No, she didn't do what my grandmother did to me.
Well, you had a pretty tough life. Your parents sort of abandoned you.
Yeah,
Your father.
My father left when I was 2 months, and he was a migrant farm worker. And this is really funny because you figure most migrant farm workers are really hard-working, decent dudes. My father was the laziest farm worker. And, I would always say that he would just pick enough lettuce for himself.
Right, you can't do that when you're working.
Couple
the field.
tomatoes, I'm done.
He migrated away from the family.
He did. He totally left.
He took your birth certificate
and some clothes and some other things. 2 months when I was born, and I never saw him again.
Why did your dad take your birth certificate?
You know why? Because I think he had other children in Mexico, and I think he wanted to use my birth certificate for one of those kids so that they would be a citizen.
Wow.
So then your mom marries a dude. She runs off with him and leaves you with your grandma.
Well, not only did my mom marry a dude, my mom married a dude who was like literally 60 years older than she was, and that was so embarrassing to me to have my mom be like 30 and have some dude that looks like the crypt keeper driving you to school, man. I would duck down, and not only was I holding in my pee, I was pretending to tie my shoes at the same time.
We sometimes talk about, people who have children later in life and how weird that is for the kid. You actually lived it.
If this dude had sperm, it came in a freeze-dried version.
Did your mom run off with him and start a whole other family with him?
I have two stepsisters who consider me brothers, but believe me, I haven't seen them forever, and I don't even want to get associated with them. I don't want to get associated with my mother.
It's like the old dude didn't want to have you for his son, so he went off, started a whole new family, and your mom just left her son.
Yeah, exactly. My mom was wacky from back then, man. I mean, she fell out of a car when she was 13, got epilepsy.
Wow.
When
you fall out of a car, you get epilepsy?
Well, I don't know
It depends on what part of your brain you hit.
You just knocked right on the head, man.
Wow.
It's one of those. It's one of those situations where she's leaning against the camper door. Remember the old style camper doors?
Yeah.
She's leaning against the camper door. The light turns green. The camper door opens, and she just flips.
Our parents always said that would happen. I never heard of it actually happening.
Wow. I wish I had a video of that.
Oh, so do I, man.
Do you
just land on the street, and not only that, the driver doesn't know you fell out of the car.
Yikes.
They get there and they count. They get to the park and they count people. They're missing one.
I always
So
am
who
amazed.
raised him? It sounds
His
like
grandma.
he was completely left.
His
My
grandma.
grandmother.
You can't stand her either, right?
My grandmother is, now she's demented. My grandma's 85 years old, the most ungrateful bitch in the world. I'm rebuilding her house from the ground up. Literally, it's cost me $60,000. I take her over there just to show her because she's demented. She's like, when is my house gonna be ready? I'm cold. So I take her over there. There's no carpet. There's central air. They're putting a new roof. She gets in the car and she goes, that looks horrible. I'm like, you bitch, we're fixing it. That's what it looks like when it's a month away. It's progress.
It's a work in progress.
But the thing is that she's demented and she knows I'm on TV, but she thinks I'm Raymond from Everybody Loves Raymond.
No.
Right. She didn't even know who you are.
She didn't even know.
pay
She's like,
attention to
where's
the
your
show.
brother? Where's the tall guy that your brother?
But you find humor in this, but it is a painful life. I mean, when your mom and
everybody leaves.
I can't believe the dad doesn't even get in touch with you for money. You know what I mean? That's the worst. So now you're feeling good when you have this kidney problem your whole life.
Yeah,
you were in danger of dying, right?
I really was, and we were still doing the show, and I don't think anybody knew that how close I was to dying. But I had an 18% kidney function. This is how bad it got. I went to Cedars in February, and the guy says, Dr. Sinman says, while you're here, why don't I take a look at your kidneys? Why don't we do an ultrasound of your kidneys? Right. So I lift my shirt up. He puts gel on the back. My kidneys don't even show up on the ultrasound. That's how small they are.
Wow. So the only thing your mom gave you was bad genetics.
Bad genetics.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the guy says to me, the doctor says to me, tell you the truth, Mr. Lopez, I don't even know how you're walking around.
Wow.
But the thing was that, I had waited my whole life to get an opportunity to do my show. I wasn't going to go down because I was sick. I mean, I knew that my wife was going to match, and I knew that, eventually April 19th was going to be the surgery, and all I just had to do was make it to April 19th.
How did you know your wife was going to match?
Well, she was the only one tested. She was the only one who wanted to be tested, and believe it or not, she matched. I don't, and it's
she said she felt she knew.
She knew from 7 years ago when she knew I needed
What do you want, Dan?
Yeah, actually, Robin just asked my question, but how rare is it that two people's kidneys will match? Is it blood type, tissue type?
It's everything, all enzymes, blood type, tissue type, and she matched, and not only matched, but an excellent match. And here's the crazy part: is most people only have one artery that go to a kidney. My wife Ann has two arteries, which is 20% of people in the world. They have two arteries. So I have two arteries, and my kid, I have like a super kidney. I have like a kidney that works twice as hard.
All right, so now you owe your. I mean, you
I owe everything.
Divorce your wife.
Yeah,
I could never get a divorce.
But the thing is,
not laughing.
I'm not going to get a divorce.
That's our whole rap on you.
You can't get a divorce.
You could never get a divorce.
Yeah,
I mean, once your wife. What's your marriage story? Was Robin right? There was a point where you guys almost broke up at some point.
Well, she kicked my ass out of the house. Yeah.
She did? Why were you being bad?
I was drinking and I was out, and in clubs and stuff. And the thing was,
you got crazy.
The thing about Mexican guys and about comedians in general, and when you're Mexican, it's worse. Is that you have this self kind of you want to do yourself in. So I was drinking. I knew I was sick. I was just kind of I was kind of trying to destroy myself, and she was the only person who ever wanted to save me. My family would have been happy. Yeah, I told you we were going to kill himself drinking, you know.
Right, yeah, we'll
they were
get his
just
money.
waiting for me to do something wrong.
So, in other words, your wife was giving you tough love. She said, hey, listen,
You can't
George,
stay here like that.
yeah, I'm not going to put up with this.
She packed everything in this car. I had a 90 Volvo 850 turbo that I got with money I had from Disney. She packed that car so tight. It was literally looked like a NASCAR from the 60s when only the driver fit. for me to hit park and put it into drive, I probably knocked over 4 of my sweaters. You know,
Everything you own was in that car.
That car was packed so tight, I couldn't even see out of the rearview mirrors.
So that was it. The marriage was over. How did you win her back? I mean, thank God you won her
Well,
back.
I went back to this condo that we were staying at, and I, you know, had this crib that my daughter Maya was in, and it was incomplete. I took half of it apart, and I was sleeping on this air mattress, you know,
a crib mattress,
a crib mattress, and
Were you seeing other women at this point? Or
No,
you
no,
don't know, nothing
I was
like
just
that.
drinking and just torturing myself. So what happened was that I look at this crib every day, and then it reminded me of all the guys that I grew up with and all the fathers of all my friends,
right,
who had pissed away their lives. And I said, you know, am I going to be one of those guys?
You had an epiphany.
And I had an epiphany. Not only that, she made me go to the house and spend time with my daughter all day, and I thought, I better straighten out because I'm here all the time anyways, man.
Right, yeah, you might as well
it's
live
just
there.
embarrassing to leave, you know.
So when your wife gives you the kidney, I mean, what do you do? I mean, this is it. You gotta behave. You gotta be the perfect husband.
Here's the thing, Howard. You know, everybody now says to me, "Well, God, you have to." You know, they're all white people in the neighborhood. Everybody that walks by the house and sees me outside.
Well, you're a wealthy man now from the TV
I live
show.
in a great neighborhood, and they go, "You must have to be so nice to your wife now that she's giving you a kidney." And I'm like, "Not as nice as I had to be before she gave me the kidney."
Yeah, that's right.
Now I can do anything I want. You know, you don't like my attitude. You should have bought that before you gave me the kidney.
But the great thing is, you're a different man now. Your health is good.
Yeah.
You feel good. You say even your appetite is different.
I'm losing weight because I'm losing weight the right way because I'm working out. I'm in the gym, and this mustache and goatee, whatever it looks like, is testosterone fuel. This is part of the results of the prednisone that I'm taking. So it's all steroid. I could never grow a mustache in my life, and now
Really? I was
I
going to say, this facial hair is new.
look like Cheech from Up in Smoke, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're a different man.
Yeah,
This
I'm a
is
different
great.
guy, and I appreciate her more, and I appreciate my daughter Maya more, and it's really just to have a chance at life now. You know.
And now you don't pee in the bed, or you don't.
Now, so you know, just for old time's sake, sometimes I squirt a little out, man.
Once in a while, you pee in the bed just to
Just
remind
for fun.
yourself
Yeah,
of what it was
remember.
like. Keep your wife in line. No, honey, I'm going to pee the bed just for you. This is an amazing story.
It really is a life. I mean, she really saved my life, and I believed at that point that I didn't have a life worth saving, man. I thought, you know, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go down. That's why when we were doing the show, most of the cast is great. You know, the woman who plays my wife, Constance Maria, and the woman who plays my mother, Belita, and Valente, and the other characters. You know, but there's always one. I'm not gonna say who it is, but just imagine the list. There's always one that gives you a hard time.
Right.
And I had just no tolerance because I was dying.
Right.
I had no tolerance for somebody who wasn't prepared to be at the show. So the only time I was mean is when I felt that people were screwing around when I'm holding the secret in that I'm dying.
Right.
And we're trying to do this show, and then somebody's pissing away their time.
Right. Yeah, it makes you angry.
The
What?
other
Tell
thing
me.
is, what was it, Sandra Bullock?
Yeah,
I was going to bring that up. So
produces your show, right?
Yeah, Sandra Bullock discovered me, and it's still around. As a matter of fact, tonight in Los Angeles, I'm giving her and her sister Gazina an award for women in film.
How's she looking? Would you? I mean, I know you can't bone her, but
No, I can't. But Jesse James is, and you know what? Sandy's hot, man. She's
Is she?
hot.
Yeah?
Absolutely, man. She's hot.
I think I almost had a shot with her, but I was married at the time. She invited me down. I came down to see her on a movie set. I forget what movie she was shooting. It looked like maybe she wanted to get some from
Mohowie?
From Mohowie. But then again, I took a look in the mirror. I said, no way. I know.
I was delusional.
You know, whenever you're gonna get somebody
I got
hot,
crazy.
Yeah, whenever you're gonna get somebody hot, never look at yourself in the mirror.
No, it's a big mistake. I went shopping yesterday. I got a good, like one of those three-way mirrors. I got a good look at myself. I go, I never saw an Adam's apple like that on any human being ever, except for Ichabod Crane.
Oh, no.
So Sandra Bullock came to a comedy club
That's
one
right.
night.
It's a 24-hour fitness now in Irvine, in Brea.
I heard she was producing a show. She heard your stories of, your life growing up in a poor neighborhood, being a Mexican guy growing up. And she said, I could never write anything this funny. His stories are better than anything we could write. And
That's
she
right.
believed in you.
And
I
she
mean,
believed in me.
that's pretty awesome.
And even back then, even till today, I mean, she's been the best, one of my biggest supporters. Other than my wife has been the complete biggest supporter of my career.
So
I mean,
when Sandra Bullock sees you do stand-up, and she says, hey, I want to do a TV show with you, then what happens? You go off and you write the TV show?
Then we go off and we started having meetings, her and I, and then there's this her attorney she has, this guy named Cliff Gilbert Laurie, who absolutely represented Sandy, but also represented Bruce Helford, who did Drew Carey, and he thought, why don't I put these two together? So we had a meeting, Sandy and I and Bruce.
What is
Elford.
Bruce, a writer?
He's a showrunner. He created Drew Carey.
Okay.
And worked on Roseanne. So we had a meeting at Warner Brothers, us three, and he came to see me, and he saw my stand-up and said, man, this guy's great, so let's do a deal.
Wow.
So then we went to Warner Brothers, and a year later, ABC saw us, and then, we had the deal for the show.
When a chick like that takes an interest in you, are you thinking, hey, she wants to bang me? I mean, were you ever confused by any of that?
You know what? Nobody's ever wanted to bang me, so there is no confusion whatsoever.
You're never confused.
Even but just the woman who is my wife,
Just for the record, Fred wants to bang you, just so you know. You can feel very good
There
about
is
that.
one other
Good. All right, I'll do
There
it.
is another person.
I'll do it.
All right, so talk to me about this. You were upset that the Michael Jackson trial, evidently you were called in to testify.
I was. So
which
was
is
my
why-
wife.
Yeah, so was your wife.
Yeah.
And you were upset with who portrayed you on the E! Show?
Well, I thought the dude looked more like Scott Peterson than he looked like George Lopez. That guy wasn't even Latino, man. How hard is it to find a Mexican in L.A.? You can throw a rock and hit 5 of them.
Why not give a job to a Latino to play you in the trial?
So the guy is looks like Scott Peterson, and I had some pretty good one-liners in court, man.
Right. Did you tune in to see yourself portrayed?
Absolutely,
You did.
absolutely. So
Yeah, you didn't stay tuned for the whole thing, but you wanted to see your part.
Well, we were watching in my dressing room at Warner Brothers. My wife was in Pebble Beach at our other house, and I know she's watching. All of a sudden, they show my wife, and it's just the thickest, nastiest, greasiest person that looks like she's in a Lane Bryant top.
Oh no!
She looks like Mindy from Facts of Life. My wife went in a what's that color, man? Chartreuse, Saint John knit with Chanel glasses. She had big breasts that are bouncing as we walk in.
Yeah.
And then you just see Mindy from the Facts of Life.
Dressed horribly.
And she sounds like an accent, because sometimes you have to say no, and she's like no. It's like somebody who just got off the raft in Miami going, are you from Cuba? No.
Do you think that they just pulled in some janitor or something from
the lady looked like, if I wasn't there, you can't smell the Lysol through the TV, but believe me.
Wow.
The cleaning woman.
This is the cleaning woman. And my wife says to me, she calls me up frantic, and I'd already seen it. She goes, did you see the E! portrayal? And I go, no, I didn't see it. She goes, oh my God, the woman who played me. I go, I haven't seen it. And I had seen it.
Tell her not to worry, no one watches it.
Yeah, I was just trying to kill time.
Right, but I could see where that would bother you. So what was the story here?
Yeah, well, how did
when
you know
when you're
the
sitting,
boy?
but when you're sitting in court, did you take a look at Michael Jackson?
Yes, I did.
You did. Is it weird to see him staring at you?
You know what the weirdest thing, and I don't even know if a lot of people know this, but when Michael Jackson goes on tour, the dude has tape over all 10 fingers.
That's right.
And everybody thinks, why does he have tape over 10 fingers? And I will tell you why. This is the real reason. Because Michael Jackson is African American, and there's one place that you can't tint.
That's right.
And you can't taint is
It's
under your
the
fingernail.
nails.
You are
So he is
absolutely
still
right.
black under his fingernails. So his fingernails look like Vincent Price in House of Wax.
You are so right. I had a meeting with him one time. I wrote about this in my book, and I talk about his face melting and the nose thing and everything. But I realized why the tape. When one of the fingers wasn't taped, you could see there was black skin under his fingernails.
That's right.
There's no black skin under my fingernails.
Yes.
Well, you're not vellum.
black.
If you were white, you would see
If
that.
we
That would
dyed
show
you
up as
white,
black.
that would look
That
more
would
black.
look black.
Yes.
Huh? All right.
Trust us, we know.
You guys have studied this.
We know. I've been there. I've been in the main room.
We've taken black people and dyed them white.
So I go in there, But here's the funny part, man, is that we get there, and there's all the zealots are out in front, but there's one black woman who's sitting against the fence, kind of leaning like she's been shot, and she's got a puppet, like this Gary puppet, in her hand, but it's of Michael Jackson,
Right.
and it's that big. It's just like a lifelike Michael Jackson, and the Michael Jackson puppet's upside down, and she's sleeping in between, and it almost looks like Willie Tyler and Lester between shows, like she's upside down.
Well, there is a group of people who hang out
And they say
outside.
it's growing, this group.
Yeah.
Since the,
Do you think he
deliberation
pays them?
started.
I mean, it's an odd
They're
group of
just people who are just obsessed with this cat. They come from all over the world. So I get out of the limousine,
Right.
and they're going, "Hey, George Lopez," and they're yelling at me, and people are yelling all my slang. You remember, right now, and they're yelling all this stuff.
All the stuff from the.
But there's one voice that's louder than the other, and it goes, "Don't touch boys' private parts." don't touch boys at me. And I'm look back and I'm like, what the hell are you telling me? The guy you want is inside. Don't yell at me.
Yeah, well, you didn't do anything. You're not on trial.
I know.
Everybody else knows.
So people think if you're appearing at the trial, maybe you touch some
Yeah,
boys.
I'm like, I touch nobody. I don't touch myself.
Was Michael smiling at you?
Yes, he was.
He
You know,
was
he wants to
giving you
give
the
it a
eye?
shot. He was giving me the eye.
Well, he heard
And
you
then
used to be
and then
hairless.
and then he was doing this with the fingers, and I'm like, that started to look away, man, because it's just. I think Michael Jackson is in so much trouble that he just tries to make a connection with anybody who's on the witness stand, like please like
It's
me.
almost desperation.
Well, it's
right?
like, hey, don't throw me under the bus here, you know?
And I think I'm still under the gag order, but for you, Howard, I'd
You don't
do
even
time.
care.
I don't care. What the hell?
time for this.
Come and
What
get me.
happens if you break the gag order? Will they put you in jail?
Could.
You know, I'll
Work
find out
again.
when I get back to L.A. later this afternoon.
You got a lawyer. He'll figure it out.
So I go in there and I'm looking for Michael Jackson. I walk in there and it's really kind of quiet and kind of dark and it's smaller than you think, you know. So all the pool reporters are on one side. I walk in, I go out to the front, and I still don't see Michael Jackson. So I go over to the corner and he's kind of tucked away in this cove, and he literally looks like a nutcracker at Christmas, something you see in the front of FAO Schwartz, man.
He's got the uniform kind of thing going on.
He's got the armband. He looks like the nut. I mean, this dude dresses Howard like the Captain and Tennille at the same time, man.
He's got both outfits.
And he's the whitest dude in court. He's the whitest guy in court.
And he's got the hair and the...
He's got the hair. He's got the sunglasses. I mean,
It's
you know.
wild.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
I mean, he's the color of vellum. He's not even white anymore. He's vellum. He's like almost grayish.
I sat about as close as I'm sitting to you, maybe even closer, with him in a room. And when I saw the nose and the makeup melting, and it's a weird scene. But what do you think? Do you think? I mean, you were there. Do you think he'll walk?
You know what? I don't think so, man. I think this time he's gonna get
Really?
put away. Yeah, I think because I think I was there the day that they allowed the prior acts in. That was the day I testified, which was a huge day in court.
Well, wait a minute now. The jury has been out now for 5 days.
I think that's good for him.
You think that's good for
I
Michael?
absolutely do. I think that while, you know, he might be up to something, I think juries today need to see videotape of him diddling someone before they'll actually
They need to
convict.
see the smoking pair of underwear. I don't think they have that.
They don't have the smoking
They
pair
don't
of
have the
underwear. That's the
smoking,
thing. So
you know.
we'll see. Who knows? Did you look over the jury? Did you try
I
to
did.
size them up a little bit?
I looked at the jury, and there was a Chicano dude there with a shaved head. I thought, okay, he's going to vote for him for innocent, you know.
Yeah.
And there's
why is that? Because you feel he just would vote innocent no matter what.
Us in the judicial system, you know.
What the hell innocent?
Something's up, right?
But I don't expect. Here's the thing: I don't expect riots. You know, I don't expect the Rodney King. I don't expect L.A. to.
You don't.
Now maybe some Asian people will go crazy. Michael Jackson looks more Asian. You know, maybe some Korean store owners will burn their own stores down.
You think that the Asian community
will go
relates
nuts?
more.
Yeah.
They've adopted Michael.
There could be some stars flying out around L.A. People getting hit by stars.
Ninjas.
That's good. Oh, I love it. You ever get in legal trouble when you were a kid and when things were rough?
I had a couple of drinking while under the influence of alcohol.
Yeah.
Here's the greatest one. I got pulled over for drunk driving one time, and I blew into the alcohol breathalyzer, and I blew 2.2. Yeah, 2.3. You know what my grade point average was in high school was 2.2.
You beat your grade point average.
I was drunker than my grade point average.
But
man.
now you're a successful guy. You got money. We're going to talk about the movie in a second. Now you got money. Now you must have a big mansion.
I do have a
somewhere.
great house. Here's the thing. I live, I'm not going to say where I live, but I got a huge Mexican-style house in the middle of this block. And my neighbors now, you know, they've never lived near a Mexican. So I think pretty much they're going to think it's going to be like, you know, that thing, you know, George, your rooster got loose last night, you know.
You would think there could be a lot of music.
Like that.
Yeah, right?
Like that. You know.
But they realize that all people are the same now, and that
No, not really.
No, they don't realize
You know,
that.
I joined this country club, and this guy comes over to me and he says, "Some of the I love the chickens, by the way.
Yes.
Some of the neighbors think that your fence is too high." And I told them, "You tell those people that if they want some, they can come and buzz my door, and I'll kick all of their asses." I mean, I still got ghetto in me in this neighborhood, you know.
But do they accuse you of sending the real estate values down? Do they?
You know, Howard, it's the biggest house on the block, and absolutely not. But I know they think that marijuana bought the house.
Right, and there's no convincing them otherwise.
Yeah.
Are you friendly with any of the neighbors? Some
You know
of them
what?
must be very famous.
There's a dude named Bobby a couple of houses down, but it's a very celebrity-laden street, may I say.
But
Who's on your street?
Who you got?
Should I say?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jenny Jenny Garth.
Wow. From
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Nice. I would do
All
her.
the Jen.
Hillary Duff.
Wow. And you see them running
Damon
around?
Wayans. I see him running around. Yeah,
wow.
Damon Wayans. Andy Garcia is a couple blocks away. He and I can't live on the same street because it's considered a duplex if two Latinos live on the same block.
Right. Yeah, that might be too much for the block.
The goat, we'll change our oil in the front yard. One day I'm going to change the oil in my front yard just so they can drive the neighbors crazy.
They're lucky you don't have much family, because if you had the whole family coming up, it would be wild.
You know that when I grew up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, the funniest thing was that they would have bouncy houses in the front yard, but the bouncy house was bigger than the regular house.
What about you and Andy Garcia starting a gang or something?
We should,
to
man.
terrorize the neighborhood.
Yeah, and Cheech. Me, Andy Garcia, and Cheech.
So now you're in the big house. This is all going well. The TV show is, I heard, 5 episodes away from going into syndication.
So we're 8 away from being to 88, but they could syndicate at 88. But this year we'll get to 100. And
that's when the big money comes, right?
And I have thank you. And I have points in that. Thank you.
I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you.
Sounds like you had a tough time, man.
I can't believe of all the people who are even my family hates me because I made it. I just want them to know I'm surprised I made it.
Right. Well, the fact is, how many Mexican guys, Latino guys, make it on television?
Nobody.
And you're not the traditional good-looking Latin lover type. I mean, it's you got there on your brain and on your humor.
The only time we're on TV really is when we've lost our baby and the all points bulletin, the Amber Alerts out.
You see a lot of your friends on there. George Lopez is in something. Now, I've been reading about this movie. I don't know anything about it, but I keep seeing the name.
I just saw a preview, and the name is interesting.
The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D. Is it in 3D?
It's in 3D. It's awesome 3D too.
You get 3D glasses.
Yeah, you get 3D glasses. And Robert Rodriguez is a brilliant filmmaker and the greatest guy alive, man. Really,
I interviewed him a couple of times.
Love him.
He is the guy. This is a great story. Robert Rodriguez wanted to get a start as a director.
Yeah.
He didn't have any money. He was a poor guy. He used to donate his body to medical science to do experiments on in order to raise money for his first film. And then he really he
took
hit
off.
it. He took off.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I mean,
El Mariachi.
That's a
El Mariachi.
hardcore dude, huh?
El Mariachi, and then he did Desperado, which was just like El Mariachi, but a bigger version of it with Selma Hayek and Antonio Banderas. This is how tough. Robert told me he had to sell Selma Hayek and Antonio to the studio because they were like, they don't speak English. He goes, but they're going to be big stars.
That's right. But then the big movie he had was that kids
Sin
movie.
City.
Well, Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids, right?
So this is kind of like the Spy Kids genre. Shark Boy and Lava Girl is about dreaming. This kid Max who dreams Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and then they come to life, and then they go into this kind of 3D world where I play Mr. Electric, who's the evil.
You're the bad guy.
I'm the evil bad guy.
You're a cartoon voice.
I'm actually, I look like an alarm clock with my face in an alarm clock. If an alarm clock could be pissed off, that's what I look like.
So this is not a cartoon?
No, it's not. It's a real live action, computer generated CGI kind of movie.
And this is the first time Rodriguez took his kid's story.
Racer Max.
It's the first kids movie ever really written by a kid.
Right.
So when I go in the theater, I wear 3D glasses. You hand me 3D glasses.
Hand you glasses.
And things come flying at me on the screen.
That's fantastic, man. And you know what it is? It's about dreams.
I like that.
Dreaming with your eyes open. I think everybody will enjoy the movie, especially as cynical as we become in this world. That something simple about reconnecting with what is your ultimate dream and dreaming with your eyes open and dreaming a better dream. Thank you for the music, Fred.
By the way, can every theater show this? I mean, 3D. Don't you need special projectors or something?
Something. We're antiquated with the movie, the projector, so you have to wear the old-fashioned 3D glasses. But IMAX has the polarized where they're clear. And then the movie just comes to life. But it's true. The effects are brilliant, however you see it.
I did 3D on Butt Bongo Fiesta.
That's right. We did it for television.
I did it a couple of years ago when I did Butt Bongo Fiesta, and I did. I played Tarzan, and Jessica Hahn played Jane.
Yes.
And even you could see the elephants when they would move their bowels. You would see it in 3D. It was amazing.
He moved a lot.
But I learned a lot about 3D. Everything had to move to the right. That was what I knew.
So I do 4 parts in this movie, and I only signed up to do kind of 1, and then they added the teacher, and then I became the Toborg, the robot. And
so you are prominent in the film.
I am,
and you'll make a lot of money if this film is successful. You get points, as they say.
No, I don't have any points.
No points.
No
points.
Robert's not giving up anything.
Hell no. That dude, he's Mexican, man. I ain't giving nothing.
But he paid you well, I hope.
He paid me very well. Right. And here's the thing, about Robert is that, I go in there and I'm supposed to do one job, and he goes, "Why don't you do this?" And it's just really traditional of Mexican hiring another Mexican. I'm surprised I didn't do some tile work on my way out. Man.
Yeah, they're paying you enough. do
George,
some work.
George, you're the only one that can reach those fluorescent lights. Grab a step ladder and change the lights.
Let's review. I'm happy you got your kidney.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And that you're feeling good.
You're a great guy, funny guy. Congratulations on your appearance at the Michael Jackson trial. Everyone is talking and raving about it. Congratulations on your hit show and going into syndication.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I can't wait for you to go to satellite, brother.
I'm going right now. I think I'm going to walk out of here. I can't wait myself. Yes, what is it, Baba
So
Booey?
this is one of those stories. I never know whether it's true or not, but it's funny. So is it true that George was having some work done on his house, and there were 15 roofers there, and George was in the pool? So the roofer said, "Jump in." The owner's not here, figuring he was one of the.
That's I got two good stories with that.
All right.
I buy the house that the Olsen twins live in. My first big purchase was the Olsen twins' house,
right.
And we had to replace the roof. And my wife hires this guy. First of all, the roofer and my wife are standing next to each other. A neighbor thinks that I'm the roofer. That's number one. Yeah. Then one day I'm writing on the show, and it's about 114 degrees, and I'm in the writing room, and I think, I had to take these dudes water, man, because they're Mexicans. They're on top of my roof.
Right.
So I go over there. There's nobody on the roof. All 14 guys are in the pool in their underwear swimming. So I go to the doorway, and I look at him like, what the hell's going on? And the guy looks at me, and he goes, jump in. The man's not home. That's one. That's one house. Now, the new house that I bought, there's a guy laying tile in front of the front door.
Mm-hmm.
So one morning, I'm going to work, and I'm dressed in jeans. I think I have like a cap on. And I walk through the guy, and the guy's going, tira la manguera, and he's yelling at the other guy. And he's on his knees. Doesn't even have knee pads. He's just on his knees. So I walk through the tile, and as I get 2 feet away, he goes, shish, shish. So I look back, and in Spanish, he tells me, hey, the people don't like it when we use the bathroom inside. He thought I was like a worker that.
Oh dear.
So what do? You straighten these guys out?
I went around the back and took a leak on the side.
So you say, hey, I'm the man of the house here. What's going on?
But it's really hilarious to look the way I look, to have money and have people think that you don't have any money. One day I was getting ready to go work, and I was doing stand-up, writing my notes, and an African-American woman knocks on the door, and at that time the fence was incomplete, so she could just walk up, and I opened the door, and she goes, can you run and get the man of the house for me?
Hold on, I'll go get him.
And I'm like, you're black, you're the one that's outside.
Let me ask you something. You got a team of Latino guys working for you, they're all in your pool, and you come out. Now you have to say to these guys, listen, you got to get out of the pool and get back to work. You feel kind of weird doing that? I mean, because they're like, hey, come on, you're Mexican, we're Mexican. What's going on here? I mean, you feel a little funny?
Feel weird?
No, not at all, man.
They're all right with
they do great work. I got a guy at my house right now that is absolutely the guy who told me, hey, the people don't like it when you use the bathroom inside. He and I have become great friends, and he's doing some great. They do great work. Here's the difference. Let me tell you the difference.
Do you find that though some of the worker guys are angry with you that you're successful, or are they proud of you?
Not them. They're proud. They're proud of me because I talk to them in Spanish and I've stayed connected. You know, and that's how you do it. Here's the difference between the culture, and this is really the genesis of my stand-up is the cultural differences. Workman's compensation is not for Latino people. Workman's compensation was created for the white guy who falls off the step ladder, tears his ACL, and never goes back to work.
Right.
A Mexican guy can be on your roof. If he falls off, he wants to get back on the roof before you see him because he doesn't want you to get mad at the fact that he fell off the roof.
Right. He can be paralyzed. He's getting back
on the roof.
That's it. Hey, George, good luck with the movie.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
It's just truly. I mean, I
great
did the Tonight Show in '91, but this is bigger than that.
Of course it is.
This is
believe
bigger
me.
than that. This is
91 was who was on that?
Johnny
Leno?
Carson.
Oh, Johnny.
But this is, to me, this is bigger.
Xin chào các bạn, mình tô một bức tranh này nha.
Màu xinh gái chưa? Nè, cái màu này. Con này sao mà đó? Ra thiền đi. Cô phán thôi em và con tổ bơm bắt cô
phụ người.
Hả?
Phụ gà. Phụ người. Kiếm nước chị uống mà ho chứ mẹ thôi. Tôi nói làm gì nè chỗ trường nha.
Chơi game á.
Điện thoại đâu cho game.
Của chị như của biết chăng để cho. Cho tiền đi mua bánh đi. Cho tiền đi mua bánh. Cưng đi em cầm một không là con bấm mày được. Cho ta vô. Người ta chơi bằng đồng.
Về lấy điện thoại với cha đưa đây cho mẹ coi. Đấy đưa điện thoại mẹ cho mẹ đi.
Không đưa điện thoại cho.
Mệt quá đi dậy đi.
Kêu cha đưa điện thoại cho mẹ.
Ừ. Đi sạc vô cho tao chứ ơi. Tao điện có con chuyện.
Điện ai? Điện mấy trong nhóm á. Cậu H nè, cậu Út nè, cậu Út Hâm nè. Còn ai nữa ta mà? Còn ai nữa?
Hả?
Con đi ra ngoài. Còn ai nữa mà?
Mày đi ra ngoài rồi đi ra qua nhà Út đi.
Hả?
Tụm ở đây đó đi nha.
Dạ. God. Cô phán tôi con sai ai thì con anh đưa ôi cô phán tôi con đồ bấm bát đi cô
Tỉnh rồi.
dạ không
Vô cam bây giờ đi nè.
có vô cô phán tôi
Nè.
con sai ai thì con bánh đi đó. Ê, sai con này. Tại sao chúng con này? Chúng cái trường mới đúng. Đau quá. Cô phán tôi và phán được bơm. Hay con nữa. Cô phán tôi và phán được. Ê, sai mẹ rồi.
Đây mình đã hoàn thành một cái bức tranh nha các bạn. Bye bye.